Hey folks, welcome back to the Currahee History Channel. I'm still here at the museum today, here at the Currahee Military Museum. Just wanted to show you our display about Colonel Sink. Of course, in Band of Brothers, we all know Colonel Sink. He was the commanding officer over Easy Company. So I just wanted to share a little bit of information about him on the display that we got here. As you can see here on the display, whenever he was done with the war, he actually made it to Lieutenant General. So he was Colonel Sink during the actual war. But a little bit of information on him. He was the commander of the 506 during World War II. He first got started when he was in West Point back in 1923 to 1927. He did attend jump school with the 501st Parachute Infantry Regiment. Again, 501st also trained here at Camp Toccoa. He did that training there at Fort Benning. He also graduated among 4% of who qualified as a master parachutist, so he was very good at what he did. While being at Benning, he also, being a major at the time, was promoted to Lieutenant Colonel and commander of the 503rd Parachute Battalion. By February of '42, Sink was promoted to Lieutenant Colonel and became commander of the 503rd Parachute Battalion Regiment. In July of '42, he was transferred to Camp Robert Toombs in Toccoa, Georgia, to organize and train soldiers to become the elite paratroopers. They were given the nickname, the outfit of 50 Sink. Oddly enough, a lot of the generals and other colonels did not want the airborne program at any of their facilities, so they sent Sink over to Camp Toccoa, which he gave that name, oddly enough, because we see here it was originally called Camp Robert Toombs, being from a Confederate general. Now, Colonel Sink, he didn't think that it was good morale for the men to have to come here to the train depot where our museum is located and to actually have to field march out of town past a casket company called the Toccoa Casket Company on their way to Camp Toombs. So he didn't think that that was good morale for the men, so he was the one that was responsible for having the name changed to Camp Toccoa. So later, after he arrived at Camp Toccoa, the newly formed and activated 506 came into play, and he became the commander over that, and pretty much the rest is history. Now we've got the Band of Brothers, and that is who he commanded. These are just some photos of some of the places over in France, and this is a headquarters building. It's a 17th century manor that is the command post called La Gordonniere. I'm sure I probably butchered that. I apologize if I did. You can kind of read it there for yourself. And this is kind of an iconic picture that one of the photographers from the 501st actually took of Sink standing in the doorway, which would have been right around here of that building. And here's the church in Agreville, Duplain, where the 501st medics actually took care of not only our soldiers but German soldiers as well. You can go inside the church and there's blood stains on the pews and bullet holes in the confession booth. Here is Colonel Sink's shadow box with all of his medals. You can see the Currahee patch here representing 506 unit patch. He did participate in the D-Day landings and also jumped into Holland during Operation Market Garden. And this is when he got an award shortly after D-Day. This would have been, I believe this is in Carentan. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys today. That's just another one of the many displays that we have here in the museum. So We got, you know, I still want you guys to come out, visit when you can. We actually had a lot of people come through today, so that was great. I got to talk with a lot of people. Just, you know, living the legacy, and that's really what I want to do with this channel, is just to share this with you, and you know, share some of the individual men from time to time, but there'll also be a few other things along the way, of course, about the camp and, you know, local history and whatnot. But hope you liked this video today. Please like and subscribe if you hadn't already, and check out the newest video. We're doing a giveaway pretty soon, so be sure that you get a part of that. Thank you.